Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Glam Dunk. My name is Becca. Today I came up with a very cool idea for testing makeup. Today we are going to be testing female athletes' favorite makeup that they wear on the field, on the court, in the pool, wherever their sport takes them. I looked up in articles, in videos, in like blogs. I looked everywhere to find some of the most popular female athletes, their favorite makeup that they wear, which obviously it's going to probably be pretty sweat proof, pretty lawn wearing. So I have a ton of new stuff to try that I've never tried before, and then there's also some stuff that I already had that I know I really like, that they like too. I guess I won't put my hair back. We just got back from the pumpkin patch, so I already have my little skeleton clips in and my ghost earrings and my Charlie Brown shirt that I made since I got a rock. I should put my bangs back. I did get my hair cut recently and I have bangs now. I got curtain bangs, so I have all of their favorites written down here. Some of the stuff I already had and some of the stuff I had to buy. Okay, I'm going to start with the e.l.f. primer serum. I couldn't find a primer that anyone really recommended. And I'm going to cover up this huge zit with my Nars Soft Matte Concealer. I kind of had this idea to do this testing female athletes' favorite makeup video because I remember last year in the WNBA, as part of their bubble, I remember Glossier teamed up with the WNBA, like with their Body Hero campaign, which I think definitely needs to happen more. Cosmetics brands collabing with female athletes. And then Colourpop just came out with the NBA collection, so obviously sports and makeup are kind of collabing more than they have in the past, and I think that's really cool. And obviously a lot of female athletes don't wear makeup, but a lot of them do, and so I thought I could look up through videos, interviews, articles, what their favorite makeup was and try it, because obviously it's probably going to be either sweat proof, waterproof, long lasting, and I think maybe we'll find some new gems in the stuff that I purchased. Okay, so the first product is recommended by Sarah Thomas. She is a boxer, and it is the It Cosmetics CC Cream. I only have this little sample. I used to have gone through countless tubes of the big ones. I know I absolutely love this. Just right now I only have the tiny little sample one. I used to wear it every single day in college. It's one of my favorite products of all time. If you are on a budget, I think the Purito CC Cream is very close. But I love this stuff. I'll always love this stuff. So right now I just have this little sample in Fair because my other tube expired over the course of the past couple of years of not wearing it as much. So right now I only have this little tube, but I already know I love this. It gives amazing coverage, good skincare inside of the formula, has good SPF coverage. I think this is probably expired. So I have an SPF on underneath. I would 100% purchase this again. I will. I know that. I mean, look at that coverage difference. So I do find this to be very lawn wearing. Obviously a boxer needs to have something that's gonna last really well through sweat, and I think this definitely does. I used to wear it, like I said, every day in college in San Diego, and it lasted really well. So the colors are a bit confusing. I used to wear light when I used to wear it every day, but now with this Fair, I'm like, well, this actually fits me better because the light was always a little too dark. But I always thought Fair would be too light. I wish they'd expand the shade range. I know they did once, but it didn't help. This stuff's like a cult favorite for a reason. And I always like bring this stuff on trips too because I like know it's going to look good, you know? I don't have to second guess. I remember when I was living in San Diego for college, and I went to LA for Niall's show. Niall Horan's, he's my favorite singer. Went to his shows at the Greek Theater, and I had just bought a new MAC foundation, and I was like, I'll bring that, but I brought this as a backup, and I ended up putting on the MAC foundation. It looked absolutely horrendous. So I took it off and wore this, and it looked beautiful. So you can always count on this stuff. I've tried the illuminated one, and I don't like that one. Even though I have dry skin, it just doesn't look as good. Just the classic one in the silver tube is perfect. It's a little more full coverage than I've been wearing lately, so I'm like, whoa. So for concealer, I got one that I've never tried before. It is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I just got the travel size one because I didn't want to pay like $30 for a full size one. So I got the shade Vanilla Light 2. This is recommended by Gabby Williams. She plays in the WNBA for the LA Sparks. And this is what she wears on the court. I've never tried this concealer before. I know it's like, again, a cult favorite. So I thought this was a great way for me to try it for the first time. I know people absolutely swear by this stuff. So let's see what all the hype's about. This little thing was $13. I was not about to pay $30 for the full size. So I just got the sample. And I know people literally swear by this stuff. It looks really nice. I look very full coverage. It looks really nice. I like Radiant. You know that. It looks beautiful. I couldn't find an under eye powder that any female athlete recommended, so I'm just going to use the number 7 Lift and Illuminate like I always do. And I don't have a face powder either that I could find from anybody. I looked hard, trust me. But I did get this with my Sephora order when I ordered the Nars concealer. It's the Kosas Cloud Set powder. It's a sample. I have it in the shade Breezy. I've been wanting to try this really badly, but it's a darn expensive powder. And I'm kind of waiting for the VIB sale. So I got this as a sample so that I could know if I like it before the sale that's coming up. So it's pretty little, but I have cat hair all over my face. But I want to try and see, because I know Jessica Braun loves this stuff. She's she's a YouTuber that I love. You know, that's nice. I gotta try that more with less full coverage of a foundation. Okay, so the next product we have is going to shock you because I've never tried this, and it is probably one of the most cult classic makeup products of all time. I've literally never tried it. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I know, I've never tried it. I've always just bought drugstore ones. So this was recommended by Olympic swimmer Haley Anderson. I don't know, I assume this is waterproof. I know it's supposed to last incredibly well, but she wears it, so I thought that was the perfect excuse for me to get to finally try this brow product. I got it in the shade Chocolate. I hope that's okay. I bought it online, so I just guessed. I've never really used Anastasia brow products before, but I know people go through these like crazy and they stock up on them, and people say they're the best brow pencils in the world. So I need to give it a try. I do think it is pretty crazy too how long I've loved makeup and I've never tried this. But I love the Milani brow pomade. I just always tend to use brow products from the drugstore because this is expensive, and to me you go through a brow product kind of fast if you use it, especially every day. But I thought this was a good chance to finally try it, then I know if it's good or not, which I'm sure it will be. This is another cult classic. You're seeing a lot of cult classics in this video that people love. The Nars Concealer, It Cosmetics CC Cream, Anastasia Brow Wiz. I couldn't find a bronzer, so I'm just going to use the L'Oreal Bronze Please Latera bronzer in 01 Portofino because I need some color. Okay, so for blush, we are going to use the favorite of Amanda Zahui. She is a WNBA player. She plays for the LA Sparks, and her favorite blushes are the MAC powder blushes. I only own one MAC powder blush. Unfortunately, it is discontinued, but she just said the powder blushes in general. She didn't specify a color, I don't believe. So you can choose any color that you like. They have a ton, but this is what she wears during her basketball games. So the only one I have is the MAC X Mariah Carey Sweet Sweet Fantasy blush. My mom got me this for Christmas years ago. It's a really pretty peachy one, so that is what I'm going to use. Okay, so for highlighter, this one is recommended by Kimberly Yap. She is a surfer. It is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in, she just said in general, Shimmering Skin Perfectors from Becca. I have a few, but my absolute favorite is Champagne Pop, obviously. Becca is closing down pretty soon, and they're not going to be around anymore. So if you want your Shimmering Skin Perfectors, you better hurry up and get them. I'm going to use Champagne Pop because it's my absolute favorite. But she said in an article, I believe something like that, the fact that these are so punchy and so beautiful in the sun makes it really nice for in the water when she's surfing, because the sun catches them beautifully and they look beautiful in the water. I'll try to link as many of the sources as I found below. Again, this was not like super easy to figure out. There are a couple like Vogue videos, some articles, a couple other videos that I found some products in. Maybe one day I can do a video where I interview female athletes and ask them about their favorite makeup. This is just a classic. It's beautiful. So I couldn't really find a setting spray, so I'm just going to use the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. That's been my absolute favorite at the moment. And I'm going to use the Pretty Vulgar Eyeshadow Primer. So this next recommendation is from Mirai Nagasu. She is a figure skater. I watched a whole video of a day in her life that a brand posted on YouTube, like a magazine or something. I'll link it below. And she did her makeup in that video, what she wears when she's figure skating. And this is the palette that she used. It's the Sweet Talk palette from Colourpop. I have always wanted this palette, but for some reason I just have never got it. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and such just a classic range of shades. Very peachy and fun. She used this and I thought that was the perfect excuse to finally purchase this. And I think it is very pretty colors for a figure skater. So I already know Colourpop shadows are incredible, so I'm going to use this on my eyes. So I'm going to take the shade Work It into my crease. Doing a very peachy look today between the blush, this eyeshadow palette, and the lip that I got. A very spring look on a day that I went to the pumpkin patch in the middle of fall. It's makeup, there are no rules. No rules. Hopefully this comes out alright because I am filming a couple TikToks after this. Doing a little Shop Miss A haul on my TikToks. If you want to follow me at Glam Dunk Becca on TikTok, please do. Go see what goodies I picked up from Shop Miss A. Everything's $1 or around $1. Okay, then I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Meadow. Okay, then I'm going to take the shade Feel Free, this last one, into my outer corner. So I'm taking side to side this second one on my lid. I think it might be the Super Shock, I don't know. I do like having the pressed glitters in a palette because I like just taking the tiniest bit on my finger and like putting it all over. So I might do that. I can see though where this would be a very pretty palette for a figure skater. Really soft, beautiful colors that'll look good no matter what. And blend. Don't have any harsh lines. Add more of that outer color, outer corner color, Feel Free. This gold glitter called Early Mornin' looks really pretty, so I'm just going to take the tiniest bit on my finger and just tap it kind of everywhere on my lid, like so you can barely see it on me. And I just like everywhere, and then stop, crease. And it just gives it this extra little oomph. Definitely not one of the people that can use the pressed glitter all over their eye, but I like just kind of tapping it everywhere to give it like a little more pizzazz. I'm going to highlight my brow bone with Catch Me, the first one. Okay, so for eyeliner, Venus Williams, who plays tennis, which I assume you know, but if not, Venus Williams plays tennis, and her favorite eyeliner is the Milani Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner. I assume she uses the black one, which I do have. I assume she uses it on top of her eyes, but I'm going to use it on my waterline. And I'm going to use the brown one. I do have the black one, but for this look, I'm going to use the brown. I did already have these, and I know that they're really good. So I'm going to use the brown one called Semi Sweet. And obviously someone who plays tennis needs a good waterproof eyeliner. I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to take some of In Case You Missed It and put it on my waterline just to blend out that brown eyeliner. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of West Side, this like brown, down there as well. Okay, for mascara, this is Serena Williams. This is her favorite mascara. If you don't know, Serena is Venus Williams' sister. They both play tennis. And her favorite mascara is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. Again, this is like a cult classic that's been around forever that I've never tried. And this is also Sarah Thomas, who we talked about. She liked the It CC cream. She's a boxer. She also recommended this as well. So we have 2 recommendations for this. I got it in Very Black. It comes in the orange tube. No, it's been around forever. Never tried it. So today we're going to try it. Very little spikes. Pretty fat. Rubbery brush. I think the only CoverGirl mascara I've ever used is the one in the green tube, like Clump Crusher. That's pretty good. But I've never tried this one. Oh, and also they use the waterproof version, but I did not get the waterproof version because I don't need the waterproof, and waterproof like rips my lashes out, so I just got the regular one, but they use the waterproof one, which makes sense. I have pretty small eyes, so it's a little hard to get up in there. This big fat brush. It's not really thickening, which it doesn't necessarily have to, but I don't know that it's volumizing like crazy. I'm not blown away, but for every day I think it's pretty good. Normally I like something a bit more dramatic, but I understand why they wear this because it's easy to put on because it's not clumping. It's really nice and like thin. It's not thickening them too much, which they probably wouldn't want in the middle of playing tennis or boxing. Like I said, I'm not blown away, but it's not bad. I'd probably like it better without a full-on like eyeshadow look and full coverage foundation, you know. I think nowadays there's better ones out there. Some of these interviews and stuff, they could have been a little outdated. There wasn't much for me to find, so they might wear something completely different now, but at least this is what they used to wear. I feel like it doesn't grab onto the lashes as well because it does have kind of stubby little bristles. And the wand is very big. I'm kind of on the fence. It's fine. Are there better mascaras out there nowadays? Yes, but have I tried now the iconic orange tubed CoverGirl mascara? Yes. Okay, so the last product that we have to try is from CoverGirl. It is their Outlast All Day Lip Color. This is a recommendation from Gabby Douglas. She is an Olympic gymnast. I got the color Bright Peach. She did not specify a color. Again, I'm pretty sure these are like a cult favorite that I have never tried. And I know they're supposed to last like insanely well. I believe a couple years ago, Ayesha Curry, who I adore, which I'm going to actually mention in a second for a different reason. I know she used to be the face of these a couple years ago, and I wanted to try one, but I never did. They're the ones that come with the liquid lipstick and then the little moisturizing lip balm to go on top. Now I was going to use this. This is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Aisha, and I bought this years ago because it was called Aisha. I never wear colors like this, but it's like the one purple lipstick I own. And if you don't know, I'm a huge Warriors fan. My cat's name is Curry after Steph Curry. I love the Curry family. All of our pots and pans are from Aisha Curry's cookware line. And so I bought this because it was called Aisha, and I thought it was just so cute. And actually, Natasha Hastings, who is a sprinter, she specifically mentioned this exact lipstick is what she wears when she runs. And I was like, oh, perfect. I already have that. That's my lip. Great. But then I checked, and this lipstick color has been completely discontinued. I'm assuming because Kat Von D is not Kat Von D anymore. It's like KVD Beauty or KVD Vegan Beauty. I don't know. I don't remember what it is anymore. They changed a couple times. I assume they just don't make this color anymore. But so they do still make these specific lipsticks, but they don't make this color Aisha anymore. So I didn't want to put on something that's discontinued. I already did that with the blush color. So I thought I would try a new lipstick formula. These are good if you want to try a liquid lipstick that will last forever like a tattoo. These are good. But I hadn't tried anything from a gymnast yet, and I really wanted to. I wanted to try some stuff from Simone Biles, but I watched her Vogue video, and she suggested like a Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette, and I don't have Pat McGrath money, so I could not do that. So I will list when I'm done. I'm going to tell you a couple other things that people use that I didn't get, but so I didn't get anything from her that she suggested, so I thought I would get this from Gabby Douglas because I can't afford CoverGirl. It says it can last as long as 24 hours, which is probably incredible for a gymnast to have. It says apply color to clean lips. Let it dry for 60 seconds. Do not press lips together. Apply moisturizing top coat for shine and comfort. Use as a lip balm to refresh throughout the day. I did see that they sell the lip balms separately, so you can replace these if you finish them before you finish the liquid lip. So again, I got the shade Ripe Peach. I'm going to read off to you other products that I found that female athletes like, but I didn't have the room to fit them in. So like I said, Natasha Hastings, she uses the Kat Von D Aisha, or at least she used to. They don't make it anymore, but those lipsticks would probably work really well for a female athlete, no matter what color. The Everlasting Lip colors from Kat Von D or KVD Beauty. Simone Biles, like I said, she's an Olympic gymnast. It was just too expensive. In her Vogue video, she used one of the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes, which I do not have. So other honorable mentions, Sarah Thomas, that boxer that we talked about for a couple of the products, she also uses the IT Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, which I don't have. I know it's pretty full coverage, which I don't really need, so I went with the Nars Radiant Creamy instead. Kimberly Yap, the surfer who recommended the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, she also recommends the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, which I do have those and I love them. There are tons of colors. They're super affordable. That's probably a great dupe and a little bit more probably of a comfortable on your lips dupe for the Kat Von D ones. Oksana Master, she is a Paralympic rower, skier, and cyclist, and she uses the Olay Total Effects Correcting CC Cream, which I've never tried before. I'd never even heard of it. I went and looked on Target. It was kind of expensive, and I already had the IT CC Cream, so it seemed a little expensive for Olay. So it was kind of a little too expensive when I already had that IT CC Cream, but I'd be curious to try it in the future. Mirai Nagasu, the figure skater who recommended the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette, she also recommended the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, which I could not find on Ulta. So I don't know if it's discontinued or if it's just maybe on Tarte's website. I'm not sure, but I didn't see it anywhere. Stephanie Dolson of the WNBA, she suggested the CoverGirl Undercover Concealer. I've never tried that. It's the one that comes with like the black and white stripes on the lid. I've never tried that, but she did recommend that. And she also recommended the Glossier Boy Brow, which I have tried and I love. But I literally just threw away my Boy Brow probably like a week before I got the idea for this video. So I'm pretty mad at myself, but it was pretty dried out and old. I need a new one, but I didn't have like enough to get from Glossier to meet the free shipping, and I don't like paying for shipping. But I do recommend the Boy Brow, so that's what she uses in her brows for games. And lastly, Maria Cordova. She is a synchronized swimmer and she likes using the Makeup Forever Aqua Cream eyeshadows because they're waterproof supposedly. I'd be curious to try those as well. All right, let's put on the moisturizing top coat lip balm shiny thing. Yes, this moisturizing top coat made it a lot more comfortable, and I actually really like the look a lot better. It looks now like a shiny lipstick, but it's supposed to last for up to 24 hours, so that's pretty cool. I can see where these would look really pretty on a gymnast while she's on the floor, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I had a lot of fun creating this makeup look and trying some new products. As a sports journalist and someone who's branching into this YouTube channel where I'm trying to combine my loves of sports and makeup, I thought that this was another great way to incorporate those two things together. Obviously, some female athletes do wear makeup, and you know, that makeup has to be long wearing and like sweat proof, and I think a lot of these products are definitely that. Let me go through each of their things and tell you whether I liked it or not. Okay, so the first thing we tried was the It Cosmetics CC Cream. I already knew I loved this. I highly recommend it. It's wonderful. There's not much to say. It's great. And that was recommended by Sarah Thomas, the boxer. Next up was the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. Another cult favorite that I never tried before, and this was recommended by Gabby Williams, who plays for the LA Sparks of the WNBA. I really liked this. I think it looks really nice. I get why it is a cult favorite. I'd consider buying the full size in the future since I do like it. I think it looks really nice and radiant and doesn't look drying or anything, so I really liked this. Next was the eyebrow product. Again, another cult favorite I had never tried. Probably the most shocking one, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I got the shade Chocolate. I think my brows look really nice and pretty natural. I thought it went on really nicely and gave me the kind of look that I like. I just don't know if spending this amount of money is going to be necessary when the drugstore has come out with so many amazing brow pencils. That's why I hadn't tried this in the first place, was because I would just buy the drugstore ones because I think they're just as good. Especially the Flower one, the one from Flower Beauty, their skinny micro brow pencil, I think it's called, is really good. I don't think you need to spend the money on this, but I'm glad that I finally tried it. And apparently it's great for swimmers, so that's pretty cool. Next are the MAC powder blushes. This was recommended by Amanda Zahui, who also plays for the LA Sparks in the WNBA. I think there's better powder blushes out there. They're not bad, but I don't think you need to spend the money because they're not like, wow, incredible. I think MAC's Glow Play blushes, you can find them at TJ Maxx, are much better than this, so I would suggest you get those over this. Unless you are an athlete, then you maybe would like these because they are more matte. But if you're not an athlete and you're just kind of looking for a blush, I think there's better ones out there. But they're not bad, they're good, but do you need to spend the money? I don't know. The Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, recommended by Kimberly Yap, the surfer. These are incredible. I have the pressed one. This was Champagne Pop. Again, if you want it, you better hurry up and get it because Becca is going out of business. But these are incredible. They give you such a blinding highlight. I highly recommend these. I can't say enough about them. I have a few other colors as well. Next was the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette. As every Colourpop palette is, it's great quality. The shadows look beautiful. They worked beautifully. I really like the eye look that I got. I think it is actually a beautiful palette for a figure skater. This was recommended by Mirai Nagasu. I'm sorry if I mispronounced anyone's name in this. I think it's beautiful. Worked well. Highly recommend it. The Milani Stay Put eyeliners that were recommended by Venus Williams are really good. I've used these for years now and I think they're really awesome. They stay put. They're waterproof. Highly recommend them. This CoverGirl Lash Blast mascara recommended by Serena Williams and Sarah Thomas. I probably won't repurchase it. If you're going to purchase a CoverGirl mascara, I would suggest the one in the green tube called Clump Crusher. I remember liking that one a lot more, and I did repurchase that one a few times. This one, I can't really see myself repurchasing it. I'll use it for sure. It's not bad. It's just not, I think in this day and age, there's better ones at the drugstore than this. I think this is an OG, It's the classic, but I think better have come out since. So I understand why they use this. Maybe the waterproof one is better. That's could easily be a possibility. Lastly, the CoverGirl All Day Outlast lip colors, recommended by Gabby Douglas, the gymnast. These are actually pretty cool. When I had just put the liquid lip color on, it felt a little drying, but once I put this on, it feels really, really nice and moisturizing. Again, it's supposed to last a super long time, which I assume means it lasts through sweat and doing crazy routines in gymnastics, so I completely understand why she uses these. And this is the color Ripe Peach. I really like the color. I think it goes well with my eye look. Other than that, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. If you could please subscribe, it would help me a lot. Follow me on social media. I hope you enjoyed this video testing all of these female athletes' favorite makeup. I'm assuming no one has ever done this on YouTube before. Just came to me one day and I thought it would be a really cool video. Comment down below if you want to see me do this again. I could try to find some more of female athletes' favorite makeup to test. If you're an athlete yourself, comment down below and tell me what you use. If you wear any makeup when you are playing or competing, let me know what you use. Other than that, I will see you in my next video. Bye! Why is that box moving on its own? Got ghosties up in here. Not just these ghosties.